Good day. Greetings, just fans. How are you doing? I decided that I have to continue my speedrun today. And first and foremost, hello to all of you who just joined. In the future, I will try to make these live streams a bit more predictable, hopefully happening on the same day and on the same time. So for the moment, what I'm trying to do is the FIDE candidates tournament is finally, it's over. I'm so glad it's over because it was very exhausting 2 weeks of doing the commentary, making the recaps on top of the daily activities. Now I can go back to the normal rhythm, make some videos, make speedruns, make game coverages, etc. So yeah, feels good. The plan for today is as follows. I'm continuing my Reti and Scandinavian defense speedrun. Currently, my speedrun account, who goes by the legendary username of Forrest Gump, the famous runner from the famous Hollywood movie, he's rated 1800. The goal for today is to get to 2000. And naturally, after the speedrun will be done, the best games are compiled, maybe added with some commentary, and then shipped on my YouTube channel. Anyway, all right. So let's give it a try. The plan is the same. With white, I'm playing the Reti opening. With black, I'm playing the Scandinavian. If I'm playing with black and my opponent plays something else, let's say he plays knight f3 or d4 or c4, I try to cancel the games. But ultimately, I might have to play some games which are not really part of the speedrun. All right? What I'll try to do, during the game, explain the thought process so that you understand what I'm thinking about. I'm not just gonna brute force beat the best out of these guys because I'm definitely better than the 1800s, but I want to make these speedruns to be of some educational stuff, right? And also, I have heard you. There was a feedback by you guys that you said that it would be great to have slow runs, and this is what I will do. But again, I cannot just stop what I started. I will do the Reti speedrun. I will get like 2600 or maybe 2700. The same applies for the Scandi. I'm doing it at the same time, and after that, I'm doing the slow run. So this is the order how we'll do it. I do not like to start one project, drop it, and start another one, right? But anyway, I'm hoping that still the speedrun is going to be enjoyable. And let's start the first game. See how it goes. H, Z, A, whatever. First move, D4. No, unfortunately, if I can, I try to avoid such games. I, of course, immediately get a warning that I cannot abort too many games. Okay, whatever. I'll have to play the Dutch. Wait, what's going on? It's a bit laggy. And basically what I'm trying to do is use all the knowledge from my chessable courses. E4. Okay, this game I'm not going to really comment so much because here, if white plays should castle, there's this very cool idea to play E5, takes, knight E5, and followed by knight E4, which is in my chessable course. Leningrad Dutch simplified. Okay, I think I'm going to take it. Like, it's a common misconception among many players who think that you have to play E4 push against Leningrad Dutch. There's just some targets. It opens up the F5 for the rook. It opens up the Lesk with bishop. White achieves nothing. As you can see, now white has some problems because of this pawn. I mean, maybe bishop e3 is a thing. Queen d3. I think it's not very good. Okay, we'll see. I mean, white's going to win the pawn on b7. But I get to play rook b8. I'm very active. I can anchor the knight with c5. So I kind of like my position. He might have some problems with a pawn on b2. Okay, e6. The bishop walks away. Maybe actually d5 could be a thing. Just a second. d5 takes. The bishop has nowhere to go. Let's do this. This was not originally planned, but I mean, why not? Yeah, so you see the bishop has nowhere to go. Bishop f3. Rook f3 looks super tempting. I might just do that because knight f3, g takes, it's kind of slow. Let me sacrifice the exchange. I kind of think that this knight here is very strong. I have some concrete ideas. Queen h3, knight f3, bishop e3. I think it's going to be a check here. Queen g4, king h1, and kind of feels like a mate. We'll see. Oh, sorry, what did I just do? Pre-moved. And yeah, a bit weird start of the speedrun. A Dutch game. With our bishop d2. I think rook f8. Oh, wait, queen h3. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, I forgot. Knight f3. That's it. You're just losing immediately. I think so. Oh, wait, there's king h1. Knight f3, queen e5. Okay, he's still alive. And there's even bishop before. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so he's actually very much alive. Let me take it here with the rook. Some ideas. Should be somehow winning. Maybe h5, h4. What I'll do, I'll play these games. And after the games that are going to be relevant for the speedrun, I'll make some quick analysis, right? So that on top of what I'm blabbering during the game, you also can pick up something of use. h5, queen g6. My king is a bit exposed. I don't like that. Actually, it's not so easy here as I thought. I have 1 minute. The clock is ticking. I kind of feel h5 is still correct. Queen g6 could be rook f6. He did not even do that. Can I take it to play knight f3? Looks very tempting. I kind of don't like it though, but can I do this? It feels better to open up knight f3. Hello. You're the first one in the chat, Nephi Tactics. How are you doing, my friend? Welcome to the speedrun. Queen f4, check. Where's the mate? There's no mate. There's no mate. There's no mate. There's no mate. Yeah, he's playing really well. He's rated 7087, quite a bit of resistance here. So I want to play like this. I'm not sure it's going to work. Maybe he can play like queen d7, rook e7 here. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, what I'm doing. The rook was under attack. So silly of me. He wants to go for some mate. I don't think there's any mate. That's one check exactly. The queen might be hanging though. Okay. I have to be a bit careful. Probably bring out the queen first. Queen f5. Because if I take early, there could be a check, takes, and win the queen. Let's play queen f5. Also enabling me some checks. Should I ever need them? I need to watch out for the bishop on g7. Maybe going for the mate could be a bit faster. He wants to trade the queens. Okay, I kind of don't mind it. Let's make a double check. Okay, this should be pretty easy win. As long as I do not mess it up. Yeah, and the deep pawn promotes. Okay, just take the pawn just in case. No stalemate. Okay, I won it. That was thrilling. Quite a bit of resistance. But, I mean, okay, it happened in the Dutch defense. Not part of the... Yeah, it was pretty tough, actually. It was pretty tough. I agree. Oh, there you go. Finally, the first Scandi game. I mean, these guys are getting really good. So far, I've been coasting. There you go. I'm going to show you how to play the Scandi. I mean, this line, it's like white wants to play bishop d2, something like knight e2, and avoid putting the pawn on d4 so that I couldn't apply any pressure. And I think in the course it was a6, b5, bishop b7. It kind of makes sense to put the bishop on the long diagonal here. And a6, I take away the b5 square for the knight. Let me do that. But I mean, something like g6, bishop g7 probably is also completely fine. You came up early today and you're looking to pick up the Reti as a substitute for the Jabava. Great choice. Great choice, my friend. Okay, b5, maybe my queen is kind of... No, I don't think it's out of the game. I can play b5. b4, queen b6. Okay, with her. Let's maybe... Yeah, maybe I should have played queen c5 first. Because if I would have played bishop... If I would have played bishop b7, suddenly there's bishop e3 and b4 could be a thing in some lines. And my queen is quite weird. Okay. Now I fixed it. Let's watch out knight f3, bishop f7 stuff. With followed by knight e5. There might be some tactical tricks. That's why I have to play e6. By the way, guys, I will again remind it at some point later. In 1 hour, my final recap for the candidates tournament. It's coming out. So if you like my recaps, I would really appreciate you would check it out. Because, you know, the craziest thing was happening on YouTube lately. My channel basically blew up in terms of the viewership. Like 10 days ago, I got so many insane numbers. And then just like that, it died. And it went back to the lowest numbers in the last 5 months. Like, I don't know. Like, it's so totally random. Yeah, so, wait, did I blunder something? Knight e4, queen b6. Actually, I forgot about this move. Should have been a bit more careful. But again, I think I'm still okay. Queen d6, bishop 4, queen x on d4. And let's play c5. There you go. I mean, he probably can sacrifice a piece or something here on e6, like knight e6 takes, bishop f4. But, yeah. So, what I was saying is that my final recap for the candidates tournament is coming out exactly 1 hour. So after the stream, if you could, go and check it out. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Yeah, because what happened is that algorithm is no longer recommending my videos. So I don't know, guys. So how many of you have been watching my videos? And the question is, have you got any notifications? Because, yeah, it's been pretty bad for the last, like, 3-4 days or so. So I think what I will basically do, I will never probably make any recaps of tournaments again. Because, yeah, it was not fun. I mean, in terms of the viewership. All right. So, what do we have here? White's position is pretty terrible. I will definitely cover the game when I will wrap it up. The bishop at a2 is totally out of the game. Yeah, the notification for the... You know, it's very interesting how... I have no idea how the YouTube algorithm works, but for the shorts, for the... for live streams, and for the posts, they're different algorithms. Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah, somehow, for some reason, right now, the algorithm for the long form videos is pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It's like YouTube says, oh, I gave you so much head start with this push, and now we're going to punish you. Yeah, I know. But like I already said, guys, I think that I don't think I will be doing any recaps anymore. That's my current status right now. I think I will be focusing on educational content because I thought it's fun. I thought it could be interesting, but there's other great channels who are doing this. Okay, I think I'm just winning something here, no? Bishop f4, the only move, basically. Queen c6, he has to sack the exchange, probably. No? Okay. 38 seconds. No stress. Should be okay. Let's play rook b8, some a4 stuff, get to the king. Oh, bishop b4, I blundered the exchange. What, I have knight e5. I think. Do I have knight e5? I mean, I totally blundered this, but maybe I'm still okay. Let's protect the bishop just in case. Bishop b1. That's a really sad bishop right there. He has an extra exchange, but doesn't even feel. Okay, this is good. You made the right choice. C-pawn maybe? No, knight b4. I'm going to win it anyway. All right. Let me check very quickly this game. So what I played, it kind of makes sense. I think here, queen c5 is a bit more logical. Because if I play b5, my queen on a5 is kind of out of the game. So I played it here. And here I realized that if I play bishop b7, he plays bishop e3, and this could be a thing. Like, my queen is so badly placed, and I cannot take on a3 because there's obviously some tricks with bishop takes on f7. So this is a small mistake what I did. I put the queen on c6. Again, you need to watch out for bishop takes at f7, knight e5 trick. So I play e6 here. And normally this would be a great position if I had the pawn on c5 and the bishop on b7. I think so. So here, and yeah, I actually have to be a bit careful with this move knight e7 because knight e4 could be a problem. And also you have to watch out for some sacrifices on e6. And I was a bit careless here. I play bishop e7. And here, I think that some sort of a sacrifice here is basically begging to be played. I don't know, how do you do it? Some sort of take on e6, bishop f4 drops the knight. Maybe it doesn't work, but looks super, super scary. He played g3, I play c5, now I'm totally fine. And yeah, here I'm completely taking over the game with this b4. The pawn on a3 is a hook. And yeah, here basically it's just real terrible. All right. You can't specifically explain the algorithms because you're chess fans. You don't represent all audiences. Yeah, okay, whatever. You prefer educational content. Yeah, I mean, that's what basically I decided. Unless I will be able to, like, there's going to be the World Championship match. And if it's going to happen in Asia, and there's a very good chance it's going to happen in Asia, maybe I will make the recaps at the same day, right after the game ended. But again, at the same time, I'm competing with Gotham Chess, I'm competing with Hikaru, I'm competing with anyone who is making recaps in million languages. So probably when I'm making a recap next day, you're seeing it like for the 10th time already. So I think this was just a mistake from my part to make the recaps the next day. So it's something I'm not going to repeat again. Yeah, sure. Fans tend to watch only Levy's recaps, and that's it. All right. Let's continue. My first ready game. C6, G3. Okay, this is the Slav setup from chapter number 2 of my Reti simplified course. Bishop f5. Okay. E6. I think I can play c4 here. D takes on c4. But again, let's stick to the king's in and attack approach of d3 because that's what I'm recommending. And I think it was knight h4. Try to get that bishop because black was supposed to play like this. To be a bit careful. To avoid this idea to play knight h4. Okay, I'm going to try to trade this bishop. And this is already good. I can always take it. Okay, now I think I have to open up the position. Maybe some sort of a e4 at the right moment. Or should I take on g6 and then play e4? Because if I play e4, he could play bishop h5. I think I'm going to take it. Play e4. And I suppose I can set up some sort of a king's in attack position, meaning I can play e5, queen e2, knight e2, h4, knight f3. It looks to be pretty good. But if I play e5, I might spook him. Okay, I'm going to play queen e2. I'm going to be smart. So queen e2. He's going to cast a short. I'm going to play e5. I'm going to play h4. Maybe knight e2. Oh, there you go. He got spooked. All right, maybe I should have played e5 immediately. But I mean, I'm still doing really great. I play e5. Probably c4, knight b4, a3, knight a6, b4 looks fantastic. There might be though knight e5. Okay, let's develop the pieces. Hey, Yannick. How are you? I'm doing fine. How are you? Protect the pawn. Whoever said this, your position is as strong as your center is. So there you go. I'm playing c4. Now it's the right timing, and black's position is just terrible. So I'm going to play like b4, b5, open up the queen side. Knight b6. This knight is really terrible. It has no prospects. I could go super aggressive, but I think simple positional moves should be good enough. Maybe let's play bishop f4 just to solidify the center. h4. Make sure there's no tricks with h6, f6, g5. Knight c5. Actually, should have paid a bit more attention to this move. He wants to play knight e3. Yeah, this was a bit silly of me to allow this kind of counterplay. Okay, like now I'm gonna accept a better endgame. Protect the pawn on c4 just in case. I'm still better, much better here because of this knight on b6. It's just I'm not gonna be able to win the game outright. Queen d7, fine. Let's trade it. Activate a king, I suppose. King f2, king d3, something. Okay, this goes nowhere. Actually, that's a mouse slip. I want to play king e2. Get to the pawn on b3. It's easily defended. Knight e4, bishop e3. It's very aggressive. Hitting knight. Can I win a piece here? Probably no. But I'm winning a pawn. No, wait, he plays f6. Takes. How about I play knight d4? Okay, I gotta play a bit faster, otherwise he's gonna flag me. Play h4, fix those pawns. Or f4 for that matter. I should still be able to easily win this. I just have to be very fast. Maybe play c5. There you go, that's a target. Open up the queen side. Actually, how on earth I'm gonna win this? It's really good. Charge forward. Ah! I probably have to flag the guy. Wow! My goodness. I beat him by an 18 conquer guy. Oh my goodness. It's the first loss. Yeah, this is what happens when you blabber a lot. Oh, it was very, very slow. Okay. It happens. But I almost made it. Like, I probably started to play a bit too faster at the wrong moment. Okay. Well, I'm definitely not going to review the game. It was so terrible. But he felt like he was stronger than 1800. At least in the time scrambles, typically they fall apart. Okay. Not there. It's a small setback. These things happen when I'm going to get to higher ratings. It should happen at some point. Yeah, here White played a pretty weird Scandinavian, and now he's attempting to play d4, and I think it's quite common at this level. I'm seeing so many games that start with e4, d5, and e5, the second move. Can I play f6? It's a typical French defense idea. I think he got to play d4. Actually, maybe I should have played this f6 a bit earlier. Yeah, now I have a fantastic position. Target the pawn. Shoot castle. I should just play a bit faster. Okay, stopping knight b5, I play 6. It's a bit problematic for White to defend the pawn, because if he plays g3, he weakens so many light squares. And he just gives up the pawn. I think I'm gonna take it. The opening looks like a Grand Prix attack. Oh my goodness, I just blundered the pawn on c5. Okay. But there's a pawn on h2, which, I mean, I didn't see this. Now it's clear I have to go for a long castle. Maybe h5, knight g4. Could be an opportunity. Let's try to do that. That's an attack. b4, b5. Yeah, this totally makes sense. And I think I have to rush forward with my attack. Otherwise, he's also going to have a lot of threats at the queen side. b5. Can I play bishop g1 here? Would be a very cute win. Bishop g1. If he takes, there's a mate. And if he takes on g4, there's a checkmate. So I suppose he's going to play g3. Queen g3, rook g1, queen h3. Oh, looks really nice. I think it's winning. Unless I'm terribly miscalculating things. g3, queen g3, bishop g4, h takes, opens the rook at h8. Small tactics. Yeah, looks like a mate to me. Okay, there we go. I mean, obviously, he doesn't have to take. There's queen g2. Okay. Like, he's not giving up easily. Actually, my knight is still under attack. Knight f2, king g1. That's quite an insane move, to be honest, that he found. What do I do? What do I do? I don't know. Try to salvage the position, I suppose. Knight e3, knight f1. Okay, otherwise I'm just down a piece. I have to do this. Okay, complicate, fine. Wow, what's going on here? Like, these 1800s are playing, like, very good. d4. Rook c1. I'm just much worse. Okay. Knight b4. Okay, that I missed. Maybe h4, h3, h2. Can I win this? His bishop is under attack. Okay, let's use the other rook. Now it should be winning for me. I mean, these like 1800 guys, like they're no joke really. Like why am I fighting for my life here? I kind of didn't expect this because like there's a very drastic difference from 1700s I played a week ago. Wow, what moves? Rook f1. Bishop h1. Okay, listen, guys. I'm feeling sweat here. Wow, it was a crazy game. I think I was just worse, or maybe I just lost at some point. Okay, let's check the opening. So it started so innocently with e5, and I thought, okay, this is going to be yet another easy victory. Knight f6. Maybe I should have played f6 immediately. f6, and if he takes it, I could take with a pawn. Bishop d6, knight e7. Or I could take with the knight, or I could take with a pawn here. Something like knight h6 looks interesting. I think it's quite clear I'm going to go for the long castle. So I play the classical way. Now I played f6, takes, and I just got a fantastic position here. a6, bishop e3. Yeah, this probably was not really good because I gotta confess, I simply blundered the pawn on c5. I didn't see this. I didn't see the pawns under attack. So I took it, takes. I took the pawn on h2. Probably the simplest move is just to go back, bishop d6, play simple, shoot castle, and whatever I'm doing here. But I just couldn't resist. Yeah, this long castle was a bit too much. I'm just playing with fire here. And my opponent correctly played b4. And suddenly this is not so clear. Yeah, after this b5, let me check with an engine. What does engine say? So bishop g1 is actually a mistake. Can you believe this? So instead of this, for some reason I'm not seeing the engine lines. It says a much better, but I do not see why. Is it queen g3? Queen g3, queen h4? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Or is it maybe queen d8, queen h4? I mean, I just saw bishop g1 and I thought that's it. But after bishop g1, I'm just much worse because of g3, queen g2, which is an insane defense. And here my knight on c6 remains hanging and there's no attack. But that was quite incredible. And here, actually, he made a mistake. He had to take, obviously, with a bishop. Okay, whatever. I won the game. Crazy. Like, I already lost one game, by the way. This could be the second loss in a row. Okay, here we go. Another Scandi. Knight c3. Okay. So, guys, we have a choice. Do we play d6 on e4, play knight f6? Or we insist on queen d5, queen a5. Let's have some fun. No fun. Okay. I mean, this immediately gives black pretty much the better position. You grab the center. You play something like a 5, knight f6, bishop e6, long castle. Dream position, basically. You have the center. White's position is pretty awful. Okay, he's going to castle the long side. Takes. Beautiful center here. Okay, I mean, this opponent is clearly much worse than the previous one. I mean, you can tell. That's why, yeah, a couple of these 1800s played like 2500s. Probably bishop e3. This is such an annoying bishop. I think White's just lost already at this point. Knight f3 setups are very annoying. I don't know. Queen d3. I'm not going to take the pawn. Like, I want to keep the queens. I could probably do that, but if I take it, there could be some knight f4 tricks. Let's just play knight e4. Looks supernatural. Attack the rook. This knight is dead. Okay, he just blunders the rook. Okay. Basically, that's the kind of resistance I was expecting here. And let me try to win the queen. King d2. Check, check. Wait. Check here, check here. No mate, no mate, no mate. Okay, just take the pawn. Oh, wait. Rook d3, what I'm doing. Ah. There was rook d3 immediately. Is it still possible? Okay, whatever. Scratch that. I think it just wins the game. I missed like million victories here. Yeah, there was rook d3, of course. Okay. Okay, I'm alive. Like, I feel better because I got quite a bit of scare in the previous 2 games. Thank you for the game. Let's check it very quickly. So here, yeah, the point of this queen d5 is I'm playing tricks with my opponent. I want him to play knight c3. And then I play queen a5 and we transpose the main lines of the Scandi, which is in my course, the battle-tested Scandinavian defense. And if he plays queen f3, it's just some cheap trick to win the queen, which is not even working. So you can play knight c6, you can play e5, as long as you are not blundering the queen here. Queen f3 is just blocking the development of white's own pieces, so it's not very good. So what he did, yeah, I just grabbed the center, bishop g5, bishop e6, takes, takes. I mean, you have to castle alongside at some point, but the pawn on a2 is under attack. So the opening was just a disaster, and I don't know what happened here with him. Maybe he wanted to play knight f3 and he just mouse slipped and played f3, but it just creates multiple darks with weaknesses in white's position. And from here, I don't think it's possible to salvage. And sure, yeah, here maybe queen takes on d3 was a move, but I just was not in the mood to see what happens here, even though I'm probably just winning. I'm taking 2 minor pieces for the rook. And I decided to keep the queens on the board. Knight e4, takes, takes. He blundered the rook, which, of course, was not necessary. And, of course, rook d3 is just winning on the spot. Yes, as already discovered by the chat. All right? So, what did I miss in the chat? Yeah, you're talking about my calculation bootcamp. Yeah, go check it out. By the way, guys, speaking about the bootcamps, you probably saw the announcement, not the announcement, like I made a post on my YouTube page, that this Sunday is coming out the next bootcamp, episode number 49, the Pawn Play, and it's already available for early access, for starting with the supporter and VIP levels. So if you have it, go get it. You can watch the bootcamp right now. If not, you can watch with everybody else, with the world, on Sunday. And starting from, basically it's already 2 days ago, from now on, I have a new schedule. If for some reason YouTube is not giving you an announcement that I have made a video, because like I already said, currently the YouTube algorithm, it doesn't like me for some reason. Maybe it's because I'm making the recaps for the candidates tournament at the wrong time. The views are totally down the drain. They're not really great, unfortunately, and there's nothing I can do about it. So what you can do is, from now on, my schedule is very fixed. I will have long-form videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. And the only exception is today, because today I'm making the final recap of the candidates tournament, and the videos are always going to be the same time, 6 p.m. Central European time, or 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you are from Northern America, the Eastern Coast. Yeah, so Eastern Standard Time. And I thought, like, basically, if you are available at that time, and if there's no notification, just know that on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, I have a new video. There you go. So on Sunday, the bootcamp is released to the public at 6 p.m. Central European Time, or 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so let's continue. That being said, Oh, perfect. I mean, today is going to be the day of the Scandis. Like, third game in a row. I'm playing a Scandi. Excellent, excellent. Knight of 3. Okay, it's one of the lines. By the way, Yannick early in the chat said it's a very annoying line. Let's show Yannick how to play this with black. H3. Yeah, there's this move. Unfortunately, we could have played H5 because white does not castle short. So we're going to take it. Play a long castle. And the one thing you should know about these positions, that this is okay for black as long as white is committed to the pawn to the knight on c3. With c3 d4, this will be a pretty terrible position for black. Okay, let me play this, this, and this. I did not blunder the queen because there's a 5. I'm just totally fine. What? Okay, this I didn't expect. Quite an instant decision by my opponent. I mean, okay, let's trade the queens. I don't mind it. You have the better position. These are weak pawns for no good reason. Maybe create another weakness while I can. Knight b5. Okay. Go back. Fine. I mean, it's a great position. Let's just keep the knight on the board so that I don't have to show some technique in the rook-king game. I'm talking about some bishop g5 stuff. Okay. Plays very fast. Ooh, okay. Feels like something is about to go down at the e file. Let's try to trap this bishop. He's not doing that. Some ideas here. King e2, some f4 stuff. I think he's going to blunder this. Oh no, he blundered knight of 3. Okay, time to go home. Simplify, simplify, simplify. Takes, takes. Here. Activate the king. Take the pawn. Should be pretty easy, as long as I'm not going to do some funny stuff. Yeah. This game's over. Obviously, I'm going to show you the critical moments of the game. Let's advance the pawn. Wait, am I blundering the rook? Holy, look at this. There was... What are you doing? So king d2 would be f3 and I'm still okay. This is so ridiculous. I found a way he had to blunder the rook and he missed it. Jesus. What's going on with me today? Okay, let's play here. I'm sacking the rook pot. I'm queening. Yeah, I'm struggling against 1800s. Okay. I mean, he has passed pawns, but they're not doing him any good. Okay, let's push him back a bit. Otherwise, he starts to have some funny ideas. All right. Thank you for the game. Let me check very quickly. So, I mean, this knight f3 and bishop e2 line, it's a very positional line. It's totally fine for white. But here, I'm trying to recall what was the main line. I think the main line is d4. Yeah, now it kind of rings a bell. But at this level, people don't know this. They don't know that you can sacrifice a pawn. And I mean it. You're going to take it, obviously, immediately. Queen d4 is going to be bishop c6. You're dropping the queen. And the lines go like this, where white very often sacrifices the pawn. So whatever I was supposed to do against this, I already forgot. Was it like long castle here? Here? And this was actually a mistake because of takes, and takes, whatever. Yeah, so. But white very commonly in these positions sacrifices the pawn. But like I already said, that at this level, they don't know this. Knight c3 is not accurate. So h3 takes, I go for long castle. Like I already said, I wouldn't go for this position if I would be able to set up a position to play c3, d4, and knight e2. And then this bishop becomes a monster. So he played d3, and I think I'm just better, to be honest, at this point. Takes, queen of 3, takes, and okay, here, I just start to play very quickly. I'm slightly better. Ultimately, white is doing nothing criminally wrong, and here he blundered this idea. And actually, I don't think he can defend against this in any way, because if he plays rook g3, I play f4, takes, knight c4, I collect the rook. Sorry, rook takes on e1. And if he plays king e2, which I expected, I will play f4, takes, and actually I thought knight f3, but now I'm seeing knight e3, takes, and it's winning anyway. So he was in trouble, no matter what he would have done. Struggling against the 18 congrats, welcome to your world. Yes, I'm right here. I'm struggling. So I actually, in case you just joined, I lost one game already. I was flagged mercilessly. Can you imagine this? Like, I thought I'm gaining, but no, I was not fast enough. And I think actually I have no pre-move enabled, which I have to enable, which is why I think I lost. Just a second. Where's the pre-move option? Pre-move. Where's pre-move? Pre-move. Live. Pre-move. No, pre-moves are enabled. I was making pre-moves and I was losing time. I don't understand how it was happening. Like this one silly game. I lost. Okay, but there. What's my response about a player who just played queen e6 or queen e5 just because bets more for stockfish? What queen e6, queen e5? I don't understand. Which position are you talking about? So you have to give me like a concrete line. Who do I like in the upcoming World Championship? I don't know. I like both guys. But I think that people might be underestimating Gukesh's chances. What do I think of the h3 line against the Scandi? Maybe somebody will play it, so I'll get an idea to explain it. Some h3 lines are included in the course, by the way. All right, finally I have the Reti, the classical line. I mean, at this level, everybody plays this. d5, e6, knight f6, bishop e7. Watch this. He's going to play bishop e7. Watch this. Watch this. He's going to play show castle. No, c6. I was wrong. And this is included in the update, the Slav setup. And my recommendation was to play d3. Show castle. And here I wanted to play... What did I want to play, actually? He was not supposed to play like that. The idea was that he puts the knight on d7, then I take on d5, but actually short castle I don't think I included. Can I play queen c2 with some e4 ideas? Okay, basically now we get the same stuff. C takes. Okay, now this is kind of soft. Even though we have a symmetrical pawn structure, I think that black needs to be a bit careful. Bishop c7, queen e8 is no good. Can I go for some tricks here? I don't know how good it is, but at least I'm gaining the bishop pair, which maybe doesn't matter at all. This idea is very common in the, in the Catalan. Okay, I think I'm quite happy to trade. I'll just play knight c3. e5, bishop g5. Maybe I should have not allowed e5. Okay, let's put the queen somewhere here. e5, bishop g5, or bishop d2 even. This pawn could be a bit loose. I really like these pawn structures. Yeah, I didn't check show castle, just like Hikaru. I mean, it's like a sideline, and not many people play like this. Okay, d4, fixing the weaknesses, looks logical. Taking away a c4 square for the knight. And now I need to find a way to get the white knight on c5. If I do this, I'm just winning. We're close to winning. How do I do that? Maybe here, here. Start to rearrange the pieces. Okay, but let's just trade the rooks. Fine. I mean, I don't have to, but these dark squares, they're mine. And everybody at this level is playing so quickly, as you are seeing. Hello from Texas. Hello from Riga. Actually, okay, technically I'm not from Riga. I'm living in suburbs about 20 kilometers away from Riga. Can I take the pawn? Some queen c2 counterplay. Actually, yeah, surprisingly, he can do this. Yeah, it's a very good move. What he found. And again, I'm down like 1 minute. Okay, let's try to limit his pieces. I have to play faster. I can't afford to flag again. Doing a blunder. Okay, bishop e7. I'm going to try to get to the pawn on b5. Yeah, I think I'm winning something. Whoa, okay. And he drops the knight. Okay. That was a bit anticlimactic, but what to do? Oh, I can't do this. I have a feeling I have a lag. Oh, he's gonna blunder the mate on e7, I feel. Yeah, told you. All right, let's check the game. So, what I included in the update. There was a question by somebody who plays the triangle in the update, which was, by the way, posted on Chessable a couple of days ago. It was not yet announced because the video version is still coming. After d3, I covered here. If black plays knight e7, knight e7 bishop d6, c6. Or if black plays bishop e7, knight e7. But curiously, I didn't check if I plays a short castle. Because my idea was that after knight e7, take on d5. And after e takes on d5, you play for the pawn majority in the center. And after c takes on d5, the knight on d7 is misplaced, right? So that was the idea. But this move was not in the file. So I play queen c2. I try to do the same idea, play e4. And after knight e7, I take on d5. And after e takes on d5, I want to play e4. He took on d5. And here I have some pressure. It's kind of not a big deal. Knight e4 is perhaps a bit silly move. I could just play knight c3, rook c1, complete development, maybe play like this. Here, 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 some sort of a4, a5, play at the queen side. But, I mean, I just could not resist to make a cheapo. You know, when I'm playing speedruns, I'm really living from the cheapos. So I play knight e4, I play knight c6. Of course, he has to take with the bishop. But he went here, takes, and... Okay, I just got a better position. I tried to fix all of his weaknesses of the dark squares. And I won the game. Yeah, basically. I think it Sums it up. Yeah. Show castle was not in the file. What can I say? Who could have thought? Okay, let's play knight f3. Okay, knight c6, chapter 3. Black wants to play e5. We stop him. d4. He insta-plays e5, which was something that tells that he didn't expect d4. I think it makes sense to take with the knight, not with the pawn, because if I take with the pawn, he can put the bishop on c5, and perhaps my pawn at e5 is a bit difficult to defend. I'm going to take with the knight. And worst case, I can just give up the pawn on e5 and gain some valuable time. I think he's going to go for long castle. Like bishop e6. I thought it signals it, but apparently not. c4 looks very tempting to get to the pawn here. Like it's a common idea. Knight c3, he just plays c6, I think. So let me do that. Let me play c4. Probably should castle was a bit more accurate anyway. Okay. Bishop b4 check. Knight c3. No good. Okay, f6. That's a good move. Let me give this one annoying check. Ah, he plays king f7. Okay. I thought I'm ruining his castle, but he says it's not a big deal. Okay. Show castle. Protect the pawn on f2. h5. I think it's a good idea to walk away from some pins. h4 is going to be h3. If he takes it, it's a check. He hits my bishop. I defend it. Playing really well here, by the way. Again, like, there's a major difference of this 1800 guy compared to the other guy who just, like, collapsed in 15 moves. Okay, I take it back. I take it back. But there's still bishop h3 the threat, which I'm a bit too lazy to calculate. Is he going to blunder the bishop g6 checkmate idea if the knight leaves? I mean, he doesn't have to. How do I do? Okay, but I just defend the pawn and see what happens. Probably not a great move, but I was thinking some 95 stuff. I'm up a pawn. It feels like 2 pawns because these are double pawns. They're not going anywhere. His king is a bit in trouble. Bishop c6 also could be a mate idea somewhere, and that's why he escapes, of course. Of course. Okay, let's simplify the position a bit. Otherwise, his pieces are very active here. Target the knight. Go for more simplifications. g6, am I blundering? No, there's rook e5. Okay. At least I'm not down on the clock. He does play g6. Okay. I thought it's impossible. Yeah, this is just a win. Because 2 minor pieces are pretty much always stronger than the rook. There are some exceptions, but this is not one of them. And now just play h4, h5, push the h-pawn. I think it's going to be the fastest way to win. a4, I can just take it. No good. Rook f8, h5, g5 is something I shouldn't miss. I'll just go forward. Oh, actually that was pretty smart of him. He wanted to take with h6. Actually, how do I win this? It's not so easy. Bishop g5, rook h6. Not so simple. My king is kind of weak. That's what I don't like. He's defending pretty well. But, I mean, he's still lost. Let's activate the knight. I need the rook, obviously, also. Maybe I should have done that first. Yeah. Okay, well, let's go back and bring the rook in the game. Is there a mate somewhere? Let's create the mate threat. How does this stop it? Yeah, rook h6 is the only way. Or rook e8 or rook e7. Okay, he spotted it. Okay. All right. That's GG to you. Thank you. Okay, it was pretty tough game. Yes, Yannick, today is the goal to reach the 2000. So this is the game. And he instantly played e5. I think he expected that I'm going to play like most club level players, bishop g2, black plays e5, but he's just better probably. I played e4. And this is a kind of a gambit I could never see before in my life. So probably it's not a good one. c4 is perhaps a bit too ambitious. I could have just played the show castle. He played correctly. Takes, bishop b7, f6, also a very nice move. Check. This check is probably not necessary because it doesn't matter if black plays king f7 or show castle. Knight c3, knight g4, show castle. I'm definitely doing much better here. Maybe the more accurate move was h4, not open up the h file. I simply missed that after h3 he hits my bishop on c6 and he has some counterplay. So this was the so-called lucky blunder. Yeah, king e7, he missed the check. I still cannot take it. There's going to be bishop takes on h3. And yeah, from here, I think I played a pretty good game, simplifying the position. And here he made the unforced error. He blundered that I can take on e5. And from here, it was pretty easy. Yeah, these 1800s, Yannick, they're like making me sweat. And I'm approaching slowly 1900. It's not easy. I lost already one game. I have to work a lot. Okay, let's continue. Okay, I have another Reti game. And as you can see, like d5, e6, or c6, everybody plays the same system at this level. h6. What is h6? Okay, whatever. I don't know, what is this? Can I play h3? Gotta follow the course. Okay, bishop h5. There could be suddenly an idea to play knight e5 and try to harass the bishop, but I think playing c4 looks logical. c4, queen b3. He takes. Okay. I mean, I don't see the value of the move h6, but whatever. Let me show you the idea. So I'm going to play knight e5 and g4. And this is why h6 is a bad move, because now after bishop g6, I can just take it and demolish his pawn structure. There you go. Take it. And knight e5 looks super effective here. Or queen c2, which is a better move. Maybe queen c2, because I'm using the queen to attack. I can think immediately about bishop h6 ideas. d4 or d3 is always the question. Maybe let's play d3. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm so silly. Because I blundered that he can play b5 and knight e5. He can trap my queen. But after b5, I will probably have to take on h6, rook f7. It's a bit too complicated than it should have been. But he missed it. He missed it. Is there a win already? So I'm going to take. And a bishop b... Wait, what? Okay. Okay. I'm thinking too much. It's a victory in 16 moves. I don't know what is h6. I actually thought he's going to play bishop f5, e6, so that he could escape at h7 against some knight h4 ideas. What happened here is he played bishop g4. Maybe I don't have to include h3 here in this position. I have no idea. I just played basically how I'm playing, what I'm suggesting in the course. Knight a3, knight f6, here, e6, and now what's going on here? Now black's position is a bit dangerous because a knight e5 is a threat and g4 is very difficult to stop. Yeah, so here in this position, what happened is that I got a bit scared that after b5, let's say walk away, I suddenly got my queen trapped. with knight e5. So that's why I think d4 was a bit better move, to take away the e5 square. But ultimately, I don't think it matters, because after b5, I can just take it, rook f7, and most likely there's a way to win this. Something like g5, I don't know. Something like this, yeah. So my queen is never trapped. And if the knight leaves, there's bishop e4, and I think the complications are in my favor. All right, let's move on. I think we're going to get another Scandi. Touche. I'm right. Queen d5. This move I already had in one of my previous speedrun episodes. This check is quite annoying. Otherwise, white just grabs the center with c4 and d4, and now I just win a pawn. I don't really think that white has any compensation for it. The only thing I do not remember was this in the course, or not. Since this is a threat, let me play c6. I mean, visually, white has some sort of a compensation, but it shouldn't be anything serious. Can I sacrifice a queen? Actually, I would love to sacrifice a queen, yeah. Like, I want to take on f3, takes on h, takes on g6. I want to, but I shouldn't. I'm just gonna play it clean. It was a very tempting idea, but normally the rule is that you never complicate things in a great position. But I mean, whatever, this is a speedrun. There's something threatening here. That's a good move, actually. Okay, let's go back. I'm still up a pawn. Maybe queen b3 makes sense. Target a pawn, go for a long castle. White is not doing so terribly. g6, perhaps bishop h6 is an opportunity. Queen b3 looks supernatural. Queen d2 instead. Okay. I want to play bishop h6 now that I'm thinking I could play knight a6 instead. It's not very consistent of me, but whatever. Let's play rook d8 with some knight c5 stuff. Could be a bit annoying. I can keep the king on e8 for the moment, because as soon as I castle, he plays h4, and he plays h4 anyway. He plays it anyway. There we go. There's knight c5. Is he going to blunder the mate in one? I don't think so. Queen c2 is basically the only move, I think. And then I'm just going to trade the queens. I'm just very happy. So he does it. Trade, 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 trade. Of course, it's not yet the win. It's only a pawn. Can I give a check? Oh, there's this idea. Nice. Rook g5, knight e4. And then I just protect the pawn with h6. f4 is probably going to be some g4, and somehow this should be great for me. I don't know why. Maybe I just take with h5. There's the win. Knight e4 here, f5, takes, knight g5. It doesn't look very clean to me. Okay, but let's just take on h5. I think I'm missing out something here. I think I missed something. But okay, fine. A pawn is a pawn. The knight is under attack. This is under attack. It still looks pretty great. Oh, and there's bishop d4. All right. Now this should be over. Okay, he resigns. Yep. Thank you. Okay. That's what I like. So, yeah, like I already said, in whichever the episode, maybe it was in the first episode or in one of the first couple of episodes, I definitely had more than one game with c4. So this check is surprisingly difficult to meet, because if you play knight e2, you drop the pawn on c4. And if you play bishop e2, you drop the pawn on g2. So this part makes a lot of sense for me. Otherwise, queen e4 is just a terrible move. I'm going to waste a million tempi. And I think he has to play like queen e2 here if he wants to keep the pawn alive. He played this. I play c6. He played this. I played this. All of this is supernatural. I was thinking about this queen sack. Takes, takes, and takes just for fun. But then again, I mean, I saw some queen b3 stuff. Bishop f4, a long castle. Why do I want to go here? So I looked at this and I rejected it like in 3 seconds. But ultimately, white is completely fine here. Aside from the fact that he's down a pawn. Like queen b3, long castle. Looks good. He played queen e2 instead. And yeah, here I found this nice idea to play knight c5. Obviously, he could have taken it. I win a queen. That's a checkmate in one threat. So takes, takes, takes. Knight e4, h5, g5. No, wait. Here, actually, I had the g5 move already here. I completely missed it. Now I play g5. h6, f4. And I had a feeling there's something here. For example, give a check here, play f5, takes. Otherwise, I play g4, takes, takes, knight g5. I was looking at this position for a while, but I still did not see what do I have here. So that's why I didn't do this. But maybe, yeah, I don't know. I could have done something better here. For some reason, the engine is not working for me, so I can't really check. I don't know why. So I played here, takes, 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 here, 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 and that's it. Okay, maybe rook d4 is also winning here, but bishop d4 wins the exchange. Should be good enough. Yes, yes, I know I'm slacking. I'm an old man. What can I do? But speaking about tactics, pattern recognition, guys, this is why you do the puzzles. The faster you recognize the puzzles, the more you recognize them, it will allow you to find the solutions in real time. Also, by the way, I think that my video of the recap just got published. So I would really appreciate if you would find a time, sometime during either the stream or after the stream, have a look at my final recap from the Candidates tournament. I just posted the link. The video was just posted. And maybe any view is going to budge out this terrible algorithm I have right now with YouTube. Because, yeah, what was going on in the past several days, it was just terrible. I had never seen such numbers. Like, I think I had, like, for one video, which is a very good video, whichever round it was, after like 10 hours, it was 100 views. I don't know when was the last time when I had something like this. So, it's a fun video. Hope you're going to like it. All right, let me continue with the speedrun. We are playing the Scandi, and again, there you go, e5. I mean, everybody plays at this level e5. Thank you, Chessmel. Really, really appreciate it. So white wants to play d4. Can I play something a bit aggressive this time? Like, wait, what? Okay, bishop g4, I suppose. Pin the knight. Why doesn't he play d4? There you go, he plays d4. And what I said with aggressive, I want to play f6 immediately. Like, it's a typical French defense idea. Now, I want to play... What do I want to play? I want to play knight f6. Like knight f6, e6. It's a bit fishy what I'm doing here, to be honest. But, yeah, why I'm doing this, actually? There's knight g5 threatening. How do I deal with knight g5? Okay, probably I'm thinking a bit too much. Okay, let's just play here. Knight e2. Okay, I think knight g5 was far more better. Knight a3, a6. Yeah, I see what you're saying there. The streaming and posting long-form videos at the same time is not optimal. But to be honest, I just wanted to get the candidates recap to be done. And like basically starting from tomorrow, my schedule is going to be super, super predictable. Every odd day, there's going to be a long-form video. And I think I will stream during the days when I do not have a long-form video. Like my idea right now, which is what I'm streaming right now, is to stream on Thursdays. Because there's also not a lot of things happening at the same time. There's no Data Tuesday. And I think there's this Data Thursday, or however this tournament was called. But I think Thursdays, for me in general, could be a great time. I want to sacrifice the rook. Can I sacrifice the rook? I mean, who I'm asking permission to? Let me do it. So the point is king h2, it's queen f2. I mean, this is definitely a mate. King h3 is a checkmate, and there's rook h8. There we go. Okay. Thank you for the game. Let me recap it very quickly. So I see you have some questions, guys. So c5, c3, knight c6, knight f3. I think you can play whatever here. You can play bishop f5, e6. You can play d4 to stop the d4 from advancing. Black has no issues in this position. So d4. And I think probably the smart choice is to play e6, queen b6, apply some pressure against the pawn on d4. I just wanted to show you a different position, which is probably just dubious because after knight g5, I think I'm just much worse. The pawn on e6 is weak, but he retreated, which is not good. Long castle is a very adventurous move that normally should not try at home. I think show castle is just fine. Knight e4, c4, takes, bishop d3, queen f2, knight e3, h5, and yeah, it just feels that something is going to go down here. h4, takes, and rook takes on h2. It's, again, some kind of a pattern recognition. I don't think he can take it. I mean, he just gets the checkmate immediately, so I think he had to try something else, like queen f3. Try to go for the queen trade. And, okay, I didn't really calculate what I'm going to do here. Probably I can just, what can I do? Can I sack the queen? Can I do this, actually? Here. Takes, check, here. Check, here. No mate. Okay, it's probably too much, yeah? So I think after queen f3, I can most likely just take it, play rook h3, I'm just good. Okay, so what did I miss? The video I had with Croissant was very, very entertaining. Yes, thank you. So if anybody has not yet seen the video with Croissant, I made a collaboration with him a week ago, and it was really, really great. So 5 guys were taking me on, try to beat me, and you could watch the video in my collaboration tab on my YouTube channel. And I think I also made a post about it. And there will be more collaborations. By the way, I read whoever was this who said it. I'm sorry, buddy, I forgot your username. You wrote it early in the chat that I should make more collaborations with fellow content creators. But this is exactly what I'm doing. I mean, I already made quite a few collaborations. This is going to be the year of collaborations. I made a recap of Chestnut, and I think we could continue this a bit after a while. Chestnut was quite busy right now with the candidates tournament. I made a collaboration with Croissant. There's another collaboration coming with I Want to Checkmate. He has this very funny chess variant. It's going to happen like within 1 or 2 weeks, I think. I already made a couple of videos, like this interview together with Dina Belenkaya. So yeah, I'll be looking for opportunities to interact with some other content creators, make some interesting videos. So yeah, so definitely, this is what I'm doing, and that's what I'm planning. So there's also the question, is the Sicilian Dragon really bad at the elite level? Yes, you're referring to my title that I used for the last recap. Well, you're gonna have to watch the video. I have my own opinion. I can't really reveal it. You're going to have to see it. You're going to have to watch it. With Must Reader, I have already made a collaboration. I have made some interviews. Probably not right now, but yeah, I will definitely look for more opportunities, do something fun, educational. But you know, one thing I think it's quite clear at this point. My channel is in a niche of chess education, and I don't think I'm going to change it. So what I did, I made the recaps from the candidates tournament, I just realized it's probably not my niche. It's not what I should do because I was doing the recaps from the last World Championship. The views are good, like people liked it in general, but so many people do this. And what I want to do, I want to stand out a bit. And I want to do something that nobody does. And you know what it is? These are mostly my boot camps because I don't know any other channel who does it, who has like 2-3 hour long videos on educational stuff. So this is my niche. This is what I'm doing. This is what I identify myself with. So obviously I could make a lot of other educational videos, but I think that I will probably avoid in the future, unless something changes, making these recaps, because again, it's maybe that's what caused the algorithm to go haywire. The audience is a bit mixed, has a bit confused reaction what I'm doing because I'm normally making educational videos, right? Yes, I am going to the Olympiad most likely. We'll see. We'll see about that. Okay, let's continue. No, I say no. I say no to d4. Let's start another game. There you go. That's the right way to play. Whoa, queen of 3. Okay. Queen of 3. I'll probably take it. Play knight of 6. This is going to be so difficult. Can I play e5? Probably I can. Bishop c4. Can I play knight e7? You would love to see that, right? Okay, I'm going to play knight c6. Knight e4 looks tempting. I kind of want to win the game on the spot. How do I do that? Let me go here. 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 And if he takes it, there's a mate. That's basically it. So he has to play knight e4. Okay. Surprisingly, he's still kind of okay here. He's only down an exchange. Is there some tactics? Takes, knight e4 check. D takes, I collect the queen. Knight c7. King of 8. Feels good. I think it works. Oh, wait, there's king g1 also. Oh, my goodness. No, I think it's a mate. Bishop 2, knight e4. King g1, take it. King h1. Oh, he sacks the queen. Okay. Okay, I saw the line. And I thought there's going to be something here. Okay, where's the mate? King g1. Okay, I thought you can't play king g1. This was a pretty weird game. But, you know, I'll take it. I'll take it. So a victory in 17 moves, a short miniature. Yeah, queen of 3 is basically what you do not play. e5, bishop c4, knight c6, d3, knight e4. Like, I was tempted to play bishop g4, queen e3, knight e4, queen e2, but then I noticed that I have this idea to play b5, bishop b7, and I fully expected that he's going to play f3. I wanted to play a5, attack the bishop, takes, this pawn is weak, I play bishop c5, monstrous bishops. I don't know what he's doing here. So that's why he played knight e2. Rook g1 is obviously a mate on the board. He can't do this. And yeah, I think this was pretty clean. Bishop takes an f2. Knight e4. He takes it, then it's a win. If he goes here, I take on g5 here, and it's mate. All right, that's game. So, teaching the one stuff will set me apart from the others, yeah? But not so many people are very advanced. Yes, I know that. So, Chessmel, I completely hear you. And that's why I have no illusions that I don't think I will ever have like millions of followers. But I'm pretty happy where I am right now, teaching the one stuff. All right, let's continue. We have another Reti. Any game is a good game when you get to play the Reti. The goal for today, in case you missed it, is to get to 2,000. And in case you just joined, guys, please check out my last recap of the candidates tournament. And the game is aborted. All right. I just posted the link in the chat. There you go. Another Reti. Out of 3. Okay, c5. At this level, it's pretty rare. We're going to play according to the court's recommendations. e5. This is not a very good line, I think. It's not any course, but maybe I should have included it. Can I play 96 here? It looks very tempting. I think black is just worse here. I mean, he gets to play d5, but I have the bishop pair. What's the best way to play? Maybe play f3, e4. Actually, I'm playing a bit silly stuff. Because, okay, but I'm just going to carry it out. It just makes no sense because black can play e4. Okay, he allowed me to do this. Yeah, I'm doing some ridiculous stuff here. I shouldn't be doing this. And yeah, the point was I wanted to get an open position where I have the bishop pair, but this is not worth it, what I'm doing. I'm going to explain it obviously after the game, what I should have done. I want to take on e6 and create weaknesses. Okay, perfect. Protect the pawns. The pawn on e5 is a long-term weakness. I think I also could have taken the pawn on a7, part of my arrows. You see, I just cannot draw it properly. Okay. Trade a pair of rooks to avoid any counterplay. Maybe this is an idea. Maybe bishop z6. Yeah, by the way, bishop b6 looks very good. Thank you, Blueba. Really appreciate it. Speaking about Scandi Speedrun, I will start posting it on YouTube. The episodes are done, but I want to continue for the moment the Reti, so that there's some continuity, so that it's not like Reti, Scandi, Scandi, Reti, Reti, Scandi, Scandi, Reti. I want to post until a certain level all the Retis, then I'm going to do all the Scandis, again all the Retis, and then all the Scandis, something like that. That's the plan. Hey, Gucci. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words. It means a lot, really. You like my caro. Very glad to hear it. I will be making more boot camps. The plan is that I will make 100 episodes. And this is how I will stand out. Because nobody will have ever done something like this. At the moment, I have 50. Sorry, not 50. 49 bootcamps. So the 49th episode is coming out on Sunday. So those of you who have the membership, you have early access starting today. It's available. But otherwise, you have to wait until Sunday. Okay, let me just double the heavy pieces here. Try to slowly improve the position. I do not see how I can crash through, but I have a feeling that my opponent is going to somehow help me. Maybe gain more space. a4, b3 to limit the bishop on c6. Be patient. The bishop on d6 is very annoying. How about even b4, b5? I need to watch out for knight b6, knight c4. Let's play b3. Let's be cautious. And I think he just scalped me with the target. Okay, h7. Where's the win? Where's the win? Maybe get more pieces. Some f4 I think is going to be necessary at some point. Okay, he's so low on time that I think I'm going to definitely win this. Not like it was a question anyway. Any doubt? Yeah, for black, it's very difficult to play this. A g4 also could be a move. Try to exploit the pin. I think he's just abandoned here. Yeah. Now, okay, chat. He's still alive. Okay. Now g4 could be a thing. Okay. So I won the game on the time. Let me just once again show it from the very beginning. Yeah, e5. It's not a great move. It kind of feels like the Sicilian Kalashnikov, except the pawn is on c4, not e4. And I think that black is supposed to play d6. d6, I play... What do I play here? I think it was like g3, a6, knight c3, knight f6, bishop g2, try to trade off the knight and try to dominate those light squares. But, I mean, it would have been a completely different game. So this looks kind of normal, what I did. And I think I should just continue with knight c3, d5, takes, and play something like bishop d2, play e4, and just be better. And if he plays e4, I play e3, and I'm just better. Slightly better, but still better. So what I did, it made no sense at all. Because here, after e4, there's knight b4, and after a3, he plays e4, and I think I'm just worse. How did I get the worst position? And yeah, here he misplayed it. He allowed me to take on e6, and from there, I think I won without any troubles. Would I consider going out and playing Hustlers? But there's no Hustlers here in Riga. I don't know. I mean, we do have a park where some guys are playing chess, but they're not really like Hustlers you would see in the New York City. I don't think we have a culture like that, meeting in the parks. So we'll see. Maybe one day, I mean, I will be going actually this year to the New York City, and not really chess related, but maybe one day I will go on another occasion to New York City. I could go to the local parks and try to play some local guys, maybe shoot a video. I don't know. I'll see about it. All right. Let me continue. I'm approaching 1900, so today the progress is kind of slower because I lost the first game. Listen, like, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Everybody up to 1900, they play the second move e5. Black is just better playing the Scandinavian defense. I mean, there's literally no better advertisement than this. Again and again, it's happening. So knight c6. So the Scandi defense is the perfect defense. Up to like 2200, whatever. You don't need another defense against e4. Let me play again f6. This time I'm going to show you a different idea. I'm going to take with the g-pawn. So the idea is to play... Oh, wait. Actually, I missed queen h5 check, which was a so stupid idea of me. I should have been a bit more careful. Yeah, you see, he could have played queen h5. I completely forgot about it. Take on d5. Okay, this was a bad idea. A bad moment to show this. Knight f3. And I wanted to show you this setup. Go for the long castle. Okay, whatever. I think it already doesn't work, what I wanted to show. Wow, a positional pawn... Oh, it's not even a sacrifice, sorry. It's just a blunder. Such a weird game. Complete development. Go for long castle. Should be GG, basically, yeah. Okay. Check. Long castle to follow. I give up the pawn, doesn't really matter. He's going to blunder the pawn on h2. No, he did not. And rook f2 is going to be bishop g3, and that's it. Oh, he also saw this, okay. Of course, I'm going to avoid a queen trade. I want to win the game faster. Why do they shy away from the main line? I think the answer is very clear. They do not know the main line. They simply do not know. Have to be a bit careful with my king, actually, here. The rook, the knight, the queen. I had here one nice idea. That's what I wanted to do. Queen takes an h2, knight g3. which is probably not necessary, but I can't help it. Okay, and where's the checkmate? If this is not a checkmate, at least it's something very similar to a checkmate. Rook h2 is the big idea. There you go. There you go. Okay. Rook f2. Okay, thank you for the game. Let's check it very quickly. So, yeah, at this level, everybody plays c5, not c6, d3. You know, I just mixed up because in this position, I think I can play f6, takes and takes. That's what I wanted to show you. So what my brain simply didn't register that he played e3, that his diagonal is still open, and now I did this. Which is so silly because now, of course, he plays queen h5 and my position is just terrible. So I can't do this. He missed it. This position, again, literally makes no sense. I'm not sure what I can really add about this position, except maybe the thing that I said, I do not want to trade the queens because I think that if I keep the queens on the board, it's going to be a faster way to find a checkmate. And to be honest, when I went for this position, I did not even see the winning idea. I just felt that with the king on e1, with so many pieces surrounding the king, there's going to be something. And yeah, this is when I noticed queen g1. All right. So what do we have? e5 is a crazy line against the Scandi. Blue box says, yeah. But like I already said, they simply do not know the opening theory. And by the way, I just made it to the 1900. Once again, if you just joined me, let me post you the link to my last recap that I posted. I promise it's the last candidates recap. The round 14. You know what happened in this recap? So I was recording the video, and I'm announcing that the World Championship match, I mean, obviously will be played between Jawahir Sindarov against Dhamaraj Gukesh, and Vaishali is going to take on, and I forgot the name. It was so funny. Like, it was happening during the recording. Like, I tried to recall, like, I know obviously who's the world champion, but I don't know about you guys, but have you had those moments when your mind is completely blank? Like, you simply cannot recall a name. I don't know. With me, this is happening so much more frequently lately. I cannot remember. And obviously, yeah, then I sat there for like 1 minute. I was laughing literally myself. And I remember this Juven June, of course. I know who is the world champion, but like, I don't know. It's some sclerosis or something. Yeah, like I keep forgetting things. Real time. Of course I know. Hey, Singly, I know who is the world champion. But like, I can even like picture the person. And I cannot remember the name. And it's not the first time. Like I forget people names. I don't know. I'm just forgetting things. Yeah. Okay, but there, let me continue. That's how chess feels for you. All right, let's continue the Reti. Okay, now we're going to play e4. The update stuff. d4. Oh, instantly blitzing it out. Yeah, but this is what you cannot do. Too bad I didn't include this in my course. There's bishop f7. That's GG. Instantly. You win the queen. Yeah, I should have included this. I think I have won by this trap already like 5 times in my career. And basically here it's the conversion phase. I hope I'm not gonna fail. Basically the rule is you want to simplify the position, trade. Not super exciting. You're 60 and forgetting things gets worse. Yes, I'm 43. And I'm already forgetting things. It's actually a bit, yeah, you know, if this would be even funny. But yeah, like, sometimes it's not even funny at all. You realize you can't remember. Yeah. All right, let me wrap up this game. Like, I already lost interest, whatever's happening here. I mean, it's a queen for 2 pieces, whatever. Yeah, so this is usually what happens to me, is that when I'm completely winning, I start not to care about the game. I just cannot force myself to concentrate until the very end. Because for me, like, the game is done. It's over. There's nothing to see here. Knight h5, okay. Let me try to win the game on the spot. Of course, he's not gonna let me. Why do I still have to play this game? You bet I don't forget the prep, but I do. But I do. You know what I'm sometimes forgetting? I'm forgetting what I'm writing in my own courses. I have to refresh my memory. Come on. I'm trying now to expose the king and deliver the checkmate. Yeah, there's a million threats. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just winning however you want it. Rook f2 doesn't matter. I'm going to take on d6 check. I'm just looking for the... Okay, whatever. Let's just trade it. 2 extra rooks. Rook c7. Bishop a5. Bishop a5 could be also a mate somewhere. Okay. That's a mate threat. This also is probably a mate. Rook c7 to follow. Couple of spy checks. I don't think they're going to change anything. Should be a win. Okay. Or the mate. There's the mate. What I'm doing. Okay. Thank you for the game. So this setup, as I already said, it's in the course. I want to play queen e2, I want to play e5. So if black plays the main move, knight f6, queen e2, should castle. I play e5, takes, play h3, play knight e2. It's a very easy game. Super simple against black setup. But knight e7, it just drops the game on the spot. Yeah, this very famous sacrifice, knight g5, knight e6. The queen is dropping, and after king f6, it's just mate on the spot. So he can't cover the c6 square. And the rest of the game doesn't really matter because it's just completely winning. So, yeah. That's what it was. All right. What did I miss? g4 was there. Did I miss something better? Probably I did. You don't understand the mindset to play on this like black? Yeah, I mean, whatever. Some people never resign. They play it until the very end. Like, I mean, he doesn't know he's playing a Grandmaster, right? He's thinking he's playing against another 1900. By the way, when it comes to the speedrun, all the rating will be refunded. All the victims. So nobody will refunding me when I lost the game. The very first game today I played. So I'm not really sure if the guy knows he beat actually a Grandmaster. But he played really good. Yeah, way stronger than 1800. Okay, let's play another Scandi. Finally, the main line. Again, knight of 3. Again, at this level, it's either second move, knight e5, or second move e5, or knight of 3. Bishop of 3, knight e5. I don't think it's good. Oh, was it a check here on e6? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go for the basic idea. Sacrifice a piece. I mean, it's very easy. You see, he's not even looking at this. I'm gonna insist. All right. I mean, it's probably dubious, but I kind of want to prove the point. The knight on d4 is strong. Knight f6, knight g4. It's a very easy position to play. Of course, in the classical game, I probably wouldn't do that. But when I'm playing a blitz game, sure. Queen f3 actually is a very strong move here. Oh, he finds it, actually. He wants to trade the queens. Oh, wow. So I can't keep the queens. Okay. Look at that. That was a very good defense. I mean, I have to remind myself I'm already playing against 1900s. It's not easy. It's not supposed to be easy. But it feels easy. Oh, that's a weird move. Bishop d6 is knight b5. Okay, let me play 6. Stopping this. Maybe I should have played rook b4. If I go here. Knight f7 is a move. I should have been a bit more careful. Oh, he misses it. Now the knight is dropping. Now, this is the terrible game of me. I don't think I'm going to include it in the YouTube video as the best game compilation from the speedrun, which is simply not. I got a bit careless. Knight d6. I mean, the knight is going anywhere, isn't... I mean, okay, let me take it just in case. Can I go here? I want to play g3. There we go. Lift the rook to the attack, and if he takes it, I play rook c2, cut off the king. Keep the attack going. I don't know how good it is, but looks pretty promising. Okay, I'm gonna have to now work a bit. This is gonna be a threat. That's it. All right. Not the greatest game. Like, yeah, knight c3. I don't remember, was I supposed to play queen e6 here? Bishop e2, I just ruined his castling opportunities. And if he plays queen e2, just take, and play a normal position. Or maybe play something like knight c6. But where's the fun in that? To play so careful like this? So I just played according to the standard plan. And of course, I mean, this is ridiculous. I shouldn't do this. And maybe here, in this position, if I insist on the sacrifice, maybe I had to play a 5. A 5 takes. If he takes it, I'm not going to take it and play something like e6, bishop d6. Which is also very difficult for white to play this. Yeah, but what I did just made no sense at all. Like, yeah, this silly attack, he found all the good moves. Queen f3, and I was just probably losing at some point. Whatever. All right. Let's continue. I'm approaching 2000, which is the goal of today, if nothing terrible happens to me. Okay, look at that. We are approaching 2000. This is where the people, they know the theory. I think it was e6. Not bad. Okay. Let me bluff with the queen b6. At this level, people are afraid of the pawn on b2, which they should not. I mean, normally the best move is queen c7. But, like, this is a good bluff to target the pawns. There you go, there's the reaction. I play queen c7, now the knight on a4 is out of the game. So b5 is a threat. He has to go back, and I'm just winning a tempo. So I'm going to play, like, bishop d6, knight e7, knight c5. Okay. Can I just take, and try to target a pawn? I think I'm going to do that. That's a weakness. b4, of course, and I think the spin could be a bit unpleasant for him. I don't know if what I did is even the best, but it's a bit annoying to my opponent. Bishop e2 is a good move. So he played well. h3, can I sacrifice a piece? Okay, doesn't matter anymore. Oh, I actually blundered this, I gotta say. Knight of 3, g takes. My queen is hit. So I have to take with a bishop, probably. But it's good. Is it? Good. e5, bishop e5. All right, let's sacrifice the exchange. Otherwise, the bishop on d6 is a monster. It should be totally fine here. His king is so exposed. By the way, the guy is playing really good here. Queen b4, rook b1. Okay, I'm not going to take the pawn. Speaking about my rating, yeah, my current rating is like 25, whatever, almost 70. I'm slightly lower than that. I lost a couple of rating points. My highest rating is 26, 37, I think. I've been around 2600 mark for most of my career. So that's my approximate level. All right, let's play knight f4. Knight f4, queen g5. I think I have a full compensation, but probably not more than that. King h1 is necessary here. Put the rook on g1. But he blunders. Okay. Like, I thought this was a very obvious idea. And now there's a mate. Yeah. The game finished when I was least expecting it. Let me review it. So finally we got some mainstream theory. Bishop d2, bishop f5, bishop c4, e6. Here's a catch, though. You have to watch out that white could play d5. d5, c takes, knight e5. He could hit your queen with the bishop, but you have this intermezzo queen c5, which is very, very important for you to remember. So d5 here does not work. And if he plays queen e2 to defend the pawn, and I have a feeling I actually mixed up the move order. Wait, was I not supposed to play knight e7 here? And after queen e2 play queen c7? I'm speaking so smartly here. I think I just mixed up the move order. But what was the mistake of... why was the e6 move mistake? It's not a mistake. Knight e4, knight f6, and black is just worse. Slightly worse. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, so in the course it's knight e7, not e6. This queen b4, knight c5. I mean, I can play knight e7, I can play b6, whatever. So I decide to go after this pawn. Bishop g4, it's a bit coffee chess. I probably should play a bit more serious. And here on top of that, I just blundered bishop f4. So I think I should have just played show castle, play e5, and I'm just doing great. So I blundered this. And here I can't sacrifice the exchange. And probably I'm slightly worse. Or maybe it's equal, I don't know. But yeah, he just blundered the mate. Which was super, super obvious to me. I don't know. All right. My live rating was 2637, Yannick. The published rating was 2631. And when I had this rating, I beat Pavel Ulyanov. In Bundesliga, he was 2750 at the time. I remember this very clearly. Because after that game started my downhill. I started to lose a lot of rating points. It's like, I don't know, somebody cursed me or something. Whatever. All right, let's continue. Okay, let's play another Reti. Okay, look at that. People know theory. After bishop f5, we play d3. E6, and again, let's try to get a bishop pair. Sort of the king's in an attack. Takes, play e4. I already had one game like this today. I don't know how good idea it's to trade the queens, but I have the bishop pair. Can I play e5, knight g4? It's probably a bit too much. Oh, okay, knight e2 looks logical, not knight c3 because the knight on c3 has no prospects. Let me defend the pawns. Okay, he's quite aggressive. He wants to put the knight on e5, and I'm not gonna let him. So that I can play h3 and he goes back to the more passive square f6. He could play knight f6. Okay, he goes back. This is a great square for the knight. Okay, the guy's pretty good. I can definitely sense it. He plays some decent solid chess. I'm probably slightly better, but not by a big margin. Knight b6 was not a good move. Let me first take care. Yeah, let me just improve the pieces. Yeah, bishop h3 is a beautiful piece. The knight to g5 is very difficult to get rid of. I'm also stopping him to double the rooks. Rook d6 could be some bishop c3. Bishop d4 could be some bishop b4. Maybe king g2 f3, walk away from the pin. Okay, he does this. Bishop d4. Bishop b4. And after c5, I think I can sack the exchange. But wait a second. So I sack the exchange. He plays rook d4, bishop c5, rook d2, bishop f8, king f8, rook c1. And I keep the pawn. Looks good. I don't think he can do anything. What? No, no, no. Okay, he just collapsed immediately. I think I calculated it correctly. Rook d8, I just take it. Okay, even though he has some counterplay here. I didn't expect this. Maybe it's not even bad. Okay, let's go for the activity. I give up the pawn on a2, but I think that my pieces are kind of better. But how do I exploit this? That's the big question, yeah? Not so easy at all. I need to find a very good move. And I am not seeing it. Okay, but let's just force things. It's not what I wanted, but what to do? f6. Is he going to keep the pawn on e6 alive? Looks very risky. Try to simplify the position a bit. I have some targets. Oh, he blundered, mate. Yeah. That's quite unfortunate. I mean, he played really well. He defended quite well. Let me recap the game. So I think here I'm slightly better. Maybe it's a better idea to start with knight e2, to play e4, to keep the queens a bit on the board. Otherwise, the position just simplifies a bit too much. Yeah, this trade, bishop e7. Yeah, I think e5, bishop c5, knight e7 black is perfectly fine. Maybe a tiny bit better because of the last square bishop in the long run. And Yeah, in this position, I felt I was definitely much better because I have a beautiful knight. I have the bishop here, bishop c3, bishop d4, which was a blunder. And here my idea was that he's going to take with the rook and play rook d2. I'm going to take it, play rook c1, and I thought I'm going to smoke out the rook. Maybe bishop f1 and bishop d3, play knight f3, protect the pawn, and I did not see how he can make a progress, and I don't think he can make any progress. But actually what he did was maybe not so bad. He took with the e-pawn, he played rook c6, and suddenly he has a counterplay here against this pawn. And now if I play rook c1, I need to watch out for d3, which maybe was still good. Like rook c1, d3, I play c4. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do this. I believed in the activity here, and here I realized it's not so easy for me to continue because e5, knight e5, bishop g2, there's rook a1, and I just didn't see the next move. Bishop g2 is still rook a1. So that's why I decided to force the matters and go for this position, and he had to play king e7 and accept simply worse endgame, but yeah, he blundered me. How do I keep finding good pawn breaks and pawn pushes? Well, my friend, you're going to have to watch my bootcamp. Yes, this Sunday, the pawn play, GM Nations bootcamp number 49 is getting released. What's the right way to say it? In the Scandi, what do I think about knight f6? Or the line with queen d5 and queen d6? Knight f6, it's the Portuguese gambit. I don't want to use heavy words, so the polite way to say it's not the best way how black can play it. If I'm gonna use like proper language of chess professionals, garbage. That's a very honest thing I can answer. Like from the professional's perspective, queen d6 is very popular. Yes, queen a5, queen d6, these are very good moves. Even queen d8, what Magnus played it. It's also pretty good. Hey, you dunk? You catch me on live stream. Well, if you catch me live, go check out my recap. If you're right here. Because about 1 hour ago, I posted the recap from the Fitted Candidates tournament. So if anybody of you have not yet seen it, go check it out. Sorry that I'm spamming the link. I'm trying to fix my algorithm. All right, let's continue with the speedrun, shall we? Perfect. Everybody plays today this Scandi. And no d4s almost. It's a great day. Bishop d2. Okay. Let's play c6. Any knight jumps. They're not really threatening. After knight e4, I think queen d5 is very effective here. All right. Let me show you some interesting ideas here. So the queen on d5 is our innovation together with Igor Kolenko. I think it's much better than the queen c7. Obviously, I'm talking about the course, the battle-tested Scandinavian defense. I do not remember what I was supposed to do here. Is it some bishop f5? I mean, black's position is super comfortable. Maybe, okay, bishop d6 could be some problems. Maybe I can just play like cautiously. And I'm going to offer him to take on a6, which I'm not afraid of because it's going to give me a very nice control of the light squares. He doesn't do this. I'm quite surprised. There's also this cool idea to play at the pawn majority at the king side. It's maybe a bit bad timing to do this. I just wanted to show you the idea. Yeah, it's probably definitely bad timing. It was a bit silly of me to do this without any serious preparation. Yeah, it is exchange Caro. Not exchange, but Caro Tartakover. There's definitely some vibes. Okay, let me improve the position. Limited damage. He wants... No, I'm not going to take it. On f3, obviously. If he wants to take on g4, he's going to have to do it himself. And he does it. 5 f4 in the future. I have the pawn majority here. So what I wanted to do with this pawn push, I wanted to show that this idea is possible, but clearly you have to prepare things. You cannot play like I did without any serious prep. This looks pretty good to me. Monstrous pawns. Some queen of 5 stuff. 93 looks pretty good. Suddenly I'm completely taking over the game. Queen b3. Let's try to trap the bishop. The king is clearly in the calm's way. Bishop b2, he found a defense. Yeah, something is going down here for white. The bishop on h4 is so bad. Not doing anything. It's basically g6 what he has to do here just to get some hope. But the queen on b3 is so far away. No, it's just that lost. Okay, 5 doesn't really matter here. Bishop g2, queen h3, queen h2. It's a mate. Bishop h5, some spite moves. Do not change anything. That's the mate right there. You can give me a couple of checks here. Third check maybe. But it's not going to change the result of the game. Wait, did I miss a mate in one? Oh, there was no mate in one. Okay, thank you for the game. Let me show you once again what happened in this game. So this was the Scandi with queen a5, with bishop d2, c6. I'm following the recommendations of my course together with Grandmaster Igor Kovalenko, the battle-tested Scandinavian defense. This is what the speedrun is all about, to show you the lines of the course. Knight f6 takes, knight f3. I already don't remember what I was recommending here, but bishop f5 looks logical. Bishop d6 makes sense, but the queen feels a bit loose here. Maybe I should have done this. I don't know. Maybe queen d7 and bishop d6 is logical. I think actually it makes more sense what I did in the game. And yeah, this knight a6 is also pretty common maneuver. For the opening, you get the knight here, somewhere e6 or d5, see what happens. Yeah, this g5, like, this is so silly of me. I should have prepared this. I mean, I should play, of course, queen d7, knight c7, knight e5, rook e8, and then only then play g5. But I was just a bit excited to show you this idea that sometimes you can use the pawns aggressively at the king side. And it kind of backfired because my opponent played well. And I think here he had to play a4, close the position with some interesting position. But maybe actually it's not so great. I don't know. Maybe I didn't really do so poorly. All right. Let's continue. I'm approaching 1950. What did I miss in the chat? I think I did not miss anything I wanted to answer. All right, let's continue. Hope you guys having fun. At least I'm trying to play some instructive games here. We have another Reti. I'm playing against Resurfaced. C5. Okay. This is in the course. Yeah. Morozzi bind. Knight c6 is a big move that he has to know. He doesn't know this. Let me play rook b1, b3, bishop b2. Okay. I'm setting a small trap. Takes, bishop f5, knight e4 feels to be winning material or something, but he's not winning it. I hope he falls for it. Check this out. He's going to play knight e4. Watch this. Do you see where's the problem? Do you see where's the problem? This is the problem. That was the entire idea. It's a discovered check. And he resigns. So once again, to replay what happened in this game. So I play knight f3. I play shook castle, c4, knight c3, c5. Obviously, there's also knight c6. And here in this line, I recommend d takes on c5 and play bishop e3. No, sorry. Bishop e4. Yeah. And takes, a6. The main line is knight c6, but black has to know what happens here in this line, which I think I gave as a informational in my course. So a6 is kind of slow. b3, knight c6, bishop b2, and here, like I said, I set up a trap, because already here I saw that he is going to play knight e4, bishop e5, and knight e4. I don't know, it's kind of some kind of a pattern recognition. Well, and he fell for it. Yeah, you see, he thought he's attacking the queen, targeting some pieces here, but yeah, he missed queen g7 and knight e5. That's it. All right. Okay, let's continue. This was a nice quick game. Another Reti. a6. You got it. e6. Okay. Can I play c4 here? Yeah, I think I can. c4, d takes, some knight a3 stuff. Let me play some gambit. I don't know how great it is. e4 maybe. What is this position? e5, takes many times. All right, let's set up some kings in attack vibes in the position. I'm going to be down a pawn, but I don't really care. All I care is the dynamics at the king side. Just in case, protect the center. I'm not even sure what the engine says here in this position, but feels pretty good. Like b4, okay, this was not a good move. He's just weakening his pawns for no good reason. Yeah, I think this pawn on c3 is going to drop, most likely. Let me play bishop g5 and gain access to the c5 square. Knight c5 could be a big thing. Queen h5 looks kind of interesting. Knight e6 takes, queen h5. Is there some things like this? Queen h5, g6, probably. Oh, terrible. What I'm looking at here, just play simple chess. The Reti positions resemble the Catalan lot. Exactly. Exactly. They do. They do. Reti and Catalan, they're very, very close. And now he blunders a piece. They're very, very close. I think if you are playing the Reti, it makes sense for you to play the Catalan as well. Absolutely. It's like Italian game Andrea Lopez. It's like Sicilian Tamanov and Sicilian Khan. There's definitely some similarities. Okay, now I'm just going to simplify the position. And that's it. Okay, he's going to continue. This is a pretty common maneuver. Queen e4, bishop f1, bishop d3. In the kings didn't attack structures. Extra piece also doesn't hurt. Yeah, there's no defense. I mean, okay, g6 is a defense, but there's way too many weaknesses. Okay, let me give a check just in case. Try to expose the king a bit. See this bishop spinning the king, and okay, let's trade. Maybe let's include this one first. Oh, wait. Perhaps I'll just take on e6. It's going to be faster. Why I'm trading the queens? When I can go for the mate. Knight e4 is queen g6, queen h7. You can't do this. You want to play rook c1, rook c7. Maybe rook c6. Yeah, let's just play rook c6. Looks good enough. Queen g6 is a threat, by the way. There's not much really to see here. He's fighting until the very end. Okay, let's simplify the position a bit. F4 maybe. Yeah, seek some counterplay. E7, E8 is deciding already. That's a check. Okay, let's go for the mate. Where is it? It's right here. Until the mate. You got it. Okay, let me check very quickly what happened here. Yeah, A6 is not really a great opening. I think normally here I should just play some E4, D4 stuff. If your opponent plays like this, just grab the center. But, I mean, it's still a Reti stream. So, I played C4. D takes on C4 here actually makes a lot of sense because black can protect the opponent with B5. So I sacrificed the pawn. I played E4. And I thought if he plays E5, you know, I'm gonna like takes. I'm gonna play something like, I don't know, rook D1, F4, and I definitely have a compensation. That's what I thought. So he didn't do that. I mean, I don't have to play E5. I could play also bishop F4, simple chess. But I really like these kings in attack positions with a pawn on E5. Here, I'm down a pawn on the queen side, but I don't think it really matters. And here, yeah, he is already worse. So this b4 c3 was not a good idea for black. I gain access to the c5 square. And here he blundered a piece. And this is basically where the game finished. Yeah. So it was not entirely necessary for black. All right. For the newcomers, don't forget to check out my recap. Check the link in the description. It contains a free cookie at the end of the video. But I'm continuing my speedrun. There you go. Yeah, at this level, I feel when you're approaching 2000, people already know the theory. H3 here. You think I remember this? So the point is bishop f5 to meet g4. I don't remember. Was it c6 here? Probably like this. Okay, whatever. This was not even an opening trick. The guy just played h3 randomly. I thought like he's playing some top-notch opening theory. Yeah, these early h3 moves, they are a thing. Okay, let me again bluff with a pawn. It's not like I care about it, but I know there's going to be a reaction. Watch this. He's going to play either rook b1 or bishop b3. They always do. At this level. Oh! Queen b2, knight a4, trapping the queen. I stand corrected. h6 is the man to keep my bishop alive against any knight h4 ideas. Okay, look at that. But I mean, the pawn is still under attack, and I think he's going to defend it at some point. No, he is not. Wow. I'm playing a real stubborn guy. Keep the bishop. That's why h6 was necessary before. And long castle feels a bit risky with b4. So let me just play positionally. Knight e4 feels like a blunder. Takes. Bishop h6, bishop f3. I think it's just a blunder. I can take it. I'm pretty sure he missed it. And if he can't take on h6, then he has nothing. Maybe he can go like crazy. Takes, and sacrifice on e6. Scratch that. It's not happening. Yeah, there's no attack. The second pawn, by the way, is hit. Also on c2. It would be really funny if I would take it. I'm gonna take it. Why not? It's a pawn. A pawn is a pawn, they say. And go back. I mean, normally I don't play like this, but... whatever. So rook d8, knight e5 could be the next moves. If I play early, knight e5 takes, bishop h6, I could be dropping the bishop on e7. So that's why I'm going to play bishop d6, just to avoid the potential attack. g5, yeah, he just weakens the king. But it's understandable, he has to do something. If I was him, I would probably do the same. Knight d4. Okay, let's go for some simplifications here. Trades. Bishop d5, e takes on d5. Everything is super secure. Like, this is a typical Scandi structure. Everything is well defended. There's no tricks. Like, takes, maybe knight f6, takes bishop f6, but, like, the queen cannot make it to h8. So I have no idea what he can do really here. And the threat is to take on e4 and just take the bishop on g5. So I think he's going to have to comply. And take it. Okay. I mean, I don't mind it. Okay, do I have a faster win? I can take a third pawn, but I think training the queens is a bit better. There you go. I think I'm happy with the trades. Rook d4. Okay. Let's go to the endgame. No, he doesn't want to do that. Act with the king. And try to create pass pawns. Protect everything. Trade. Yeah, this part is not... Oh, I could have won the rook immediately with a 4. This part was not super exciting. Why are you playing, my friend? Okay. Thank you for the game. So, the opening phase, everything is standard. Yeah, this h3, actually, I thought it's a very smart move because we made an update with Kovalenko that there was this early h3 move, but I think it was happening with d4, c6, bishop d2, knight f6, bishop here. Was it here h3? There was this one moment when I played an early h3. It was a top genius idea by Anish Giri. And he played this h3. I thought, okay, the guy's like super GM. Bishop c4, and now he plays a Shokasta. I'm like, okay, probably not. And yeah, this queen b6, my bluff was working until a certain moment, always threatening to take the pawn on b2, and finally I'm approaching the players who are realizing that this is not even a threat. Yeah, so the bluff no longer is working. And I got a very nice position. My opponent blundered the pawn. Then I retreated, then I defended, then I took another pawn, and then I simplified. Like, nothing super fancy was happening in this game, but sometimes this is how you can get things get done. All right, let's move on. I still have to make 36 points to get to 2,000. Oh, Marozzi Mine, I missed you, my friend. You know how many Marozzi binds I have played in my career? Like hundreds, if not thousands. I think this is pretty good. So it's a common trick, queen b6, but it rarely works. I think also knight b3 is just good. And, okay, let's put the bishop on c3. I mean, why not? I kind of don't mind it. It's a bit weird position. And I think I could go a bit crazy with e5. Yeah, I think it kind of makes sense because this knight has nowhere to go. So there's a bit concrete chess. Put back the knight. Keep the pawn alive. And go for h4, h5. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. But it's not really working. Okay, he's playing really well. Wow, he takes on d6, not knight e6, really? Wow. And not knight g7. Okay, this is really surprising. Okay. Protect everything. Hey, you don't really appreciate the kind words. Thank you. Thank you. Means a lot. But maybe I'm not even better here. You know, that's the funny part. Okay, I think I want to get the queens off the board. He's getting too much activity here. This was not my most ideal game. Not the best game ever I have played. But whatever. Let's improve the position a bit. Takes. Oh, really? You fixed my pawn structure. This cannot be good for black. Knight e4, bishop d3. Bishop f5 is going to be g4, probably. Even though there could be some knight g5 moves. Activate the pieces. Protect. Take. Thank you for the pawn. That's one check. I mean, I saw this. I was not super concerned. Rook b8 probably. Now rook e2. I think it's a very, very nice move here. Is it? Nice move? Rook c3 is going to be a move. Let me just play bishop b3. Looks good enough. And activate the king. King d2. Protect the queen side. And dun. Trade pieces. Trade. And this should be easy win because of two outside pass pawns. I kept my spoils of war. The king side is protected. And now it's time to run forward. Oh, actually I missed this check. Knight e3. Yeah, should have been a bit more careful. Let's play h4, g3 to push him back a bit. I mean, there's a lot of resistance at this stage, which I suppose is not really a big surprise because I'm getting better and better players. Oh, of course, I just trade. What did you think? Of course, I'm going to go for this endgame. And why are you playing this, my friend? All right, a win is a win. All right, so let me review it very quickly and then address your questions, guys. As you can see, when I'm playing, I don't have the time to read the questions. So this queen b6 is it is a common trick in these positions to apply some pressure against the knight and the pawn. Part of my arrows. Knight b3 is just good. But knight b5 is pretty decent. Here. And I think I'm supposed to play knight c3. I think this was the line. Knight c3, a6, and knight e4. I'm just better in every line. But I decided to improvise a bit to play this bishop c3, knight e2, play e5, play knight f3. Which probably is a bit ridiculous because after d6, I think I'm just worse. Like d6 takes knight e6. There's no way I'm better here. I'm simply worse. My king is in the center. The knight is on a3. But yeah, he took on d6 with a pawn. and then took the king. And even here, I think that I'm not better. Maybe I'm still worse, so that's why I decided to go for the same game. And from here, I just outplayed my opponent. All right. So, what did I miss in the chat? Who is ignoring who? I'm not ignoring anyone. I try to answer any questions when I'm not playing the games. Otherwise, yeah, that's the rhythm I try to keep. I'd also try to, by the way, also keep the questions really short, because I understand you. You know, sometimes I get some messages from the fans. It's like, hey, Arthurs, I hope you're ever going to read this, etc. And then he posts like a literal book. Come on, guys, I'm not going to read it. Like, to read all the comments, like reading through the diagonal, keep up the good work, etc. Yeah, stuff like that. So just keep the questions short, really. Then there's a chance I'm going to select the question. John de Bartolomeo plays Scandi. That's correct. He is one of the greatest fans of the Scandi. Why is the Scandi not played at the top level but recommended for intermediate players? You like it? I think it's just a reputation, which is a bit wrong, to be honest. I think there's nothing wrong with the Scandi, because ultimately, when we look at the Dutch defense, the Leningrad defense, which is yet another popular opening of mine that I love to play. I have written a course. It is played at the highest level. I mean, like 10 years ago, even Hikaru Nakamura used to play in classical chess against Vichy Anand, against Anand himself, the Dutch Leningrad. Nowadays, it's a bit obsolete at the highest level, but it's still very good, up to 2650. And I think that Scandinavian is more or less the same. It's the same provocative Dutch defense, except you're playing e4. And so I don't think there's anything wrong. So Anish Giri made this update, not an update, he made a suggestion to play this h3 stuff, which was the 6th move. I already forgot the starting moves. We covered it in our course, the battle-tested Scandinavian defense. It still holds. Yeah, so Scandinavian defense cannot be refuted. It's just that the top pros, they think that the other openings are in the long term giving a bit better results. That's it. But I think for Rapid and Blitz, I think even at the highest level, Scandi is absolutely good opening. Playable doesn't mean good. Yeah, well, we can have this endless discussion. Playable doesn't mean good. Do you know what is the engine evaluation of the King's Indian defense? It is about the same as the Scandinavian defense. I'm serious. Like, it's about the same. And yet the King's Indian defense, for some reason, is so much more popular than the Scandi. I mean, why? Because objectively, King's Indian defense is also kind of dubious at the highest level. So people do not play King's Indian defense anymore at the highest level. It's gone. Like, does anybody play it these days at the world-class level? Nobody. But it doesn't mean it's a bad opening. All right. Let's continue. I still have to make 28 points. At this level, everybody already has some knowledge about how you should play the Scandi. We need to. Okay, this time I'm not going to mix up. No, I think bishop d2 is the main move. Okay, 6, bishop f4 looks pretty harmless. e5 doesn't feel right. There's immediate pressure here. I think he has to play a gambit. I can take the pawn on c2, but I need to watch out for knight f7. And probably just take it, it's good. And play knight e5 or knight e7. So which is the right move? Knight e7, a3, knight e5 takes probably is good. If he plays a 4. Can I take the pawn on c2, a3, bishop c3, queen a4? I don't know about this. Okay, let me just play knight e5 just to be safe. Probably I could just play knight e7, but it's a blitz game. Okay, I'm going to take with e-pawn to control the b5 square. a3 could be a thing. But he cannot yet take it. How do I deal with this, actually? That's the big question. That is the big question here. Maybe queen d8. I'll walk away. All right. I don't know, bishop e7 looks good. Maybe bishop c5 was better, but I just try to get a normal position. Now bishop takes on c2. Could be a thing. There you go. Let me just take it. A pawn is a pawn. This feels a bit early because I have not castle short. So I don't think it's right. Let me try to rip apart his kingside. A 5 of 6 maybe. Yeah, it does make sense. I think I have to castle the long side. It's quite clear. Oh, there's f6 check after I castle. I cannot do this. Then I'm going to take the pawn. This was not the plan, but okay. There we go. Yeah, it looks pretty bad for white here. No. Where's the mate? Where's the mate? It's somewhere here. Just I have a feeling there's a mate somewhere here. Bishop e4. I do not see the mate. Maybe there's no mate. Maybe there is no mate. Maybe there is no mate. Guys, I see you're having some heated discussions. Just keep it civil, okay? It's still only a chess stream. It's just a chess stream. So just relax. Be good. I mean, of course, I'm here completely winning. Queen takes on e7 is queen takes on d2. There's something going on here with this king. One spy check. Okay, doesn't change anything. Okay, where's the mate? Take on h2, take on d2. It looks like a forced mate to me. Yeah, checkmate. There we go. Otherwise, I mean, he has like million checks there. I have to calculate. Queen g2, mate, rook f2, take. Doesn't change anything. Oh, there's also knight e2. I gotta say, I completely missed it. My bad. Bishop e4 probably was a bit cleaner. All right, let's very quickly recap this game, because I see there's a lot of action going on in the chat. So queen e2, bishop f4, e6, knight e5, bishop e4. All of this is like pretty standard maneuvers from black. Bishop d2. I think he had to play like a short castle here. Sacrifice the pawn on c3, and I was not yet fully decided if I'm going to do this. Knight e5 is a very common maneuver for the Scandi, and I was thinking about knight e7. Getting the pawn on e5, because if he plays a3, I play knight e5. I'm winning a pawn. So he cannot take it, I take on a1, and he cannot trap my queen. So I thought that if I play knight e7, f4, bishop takes on c2, I'm winning a pawn, but I was a bit too lazy to calculate. After a3, bishop c3, queen a4, which probably is just fine. There's no b3. I just retreat, and I think I'm just safe. But I just decided to play simple chess. Knight e5. I think he had to take with the knight here. Takes, and now I'm just better in this position. Yeah, retreat, g4, f4 was a very brave attempt to change things, but ultimately his king is so exposed that it cannot work. All right, so what did I miss? Are you guys behaving in the chat, or what's going on? People are beefing over chess. Who is beefing? Why are you beefing, guys? Why are you unhappy? It's a chess stream, guys. We're playing Reti and Scandi Speedrun. What are you unhappy about? Hey, Vavaroshka. What's my opinion on Hikaru's performance at the candidates? It's a bad performance. That's what I think. But to be honest, I think all the signs were there already. He just recently became father, which definitely plays a role. Your priorities in life shift. That's what happens. I'm a father myself. I can tell you this. And also, he hadn't played any classical chess for like half a year. I mean, all the respect to those state championships in Louisiana and Ohio, but I mean, he didn't play really in super tournaments for like almost a year. So the result was only logical. That's what I think. And if he had played in the Grand Swiss or the FIDE World Cup, maybe he would have had a better score. But would he win the tournament? That's another discussion. I'm not really sure. All right. 20 more points. Let's go. Reti. You have some classical stuff. Knight c6. He wants to play e5. Let me stop it. Show cast. c4. And now it's the Catalan. Yeah, there was this discussion in the chat. Is this not the Catalan? Yeah, it feels like the Catalan, to be honest. And this is one of the main lines. Wait, really? e5? I thought you had to take on c4, then play e5. Takes. c5, bishop e7. No, I think I should be good here. I am not familiar with this position. But I remember the engine line here at some point was to play bishop h3. Why? Who knows? Engine says so. d4, knight b5. Hitting the pawn, knight e6 is necessary. Takes. Hey, Gucci, thank you for the kind words. Yes, I'm doing my best. Oh, wait, I just dropped the pawn on e5. Why I didn't protect it? And he didn't take it. Okay, whatever. Ah, not the best game. I'm trying to centralize the pieces. Hoping something good is going to come out of this. Okay. Happy to trade. Rook f6. Self-created pin. I don't think it's a good term. It already sounds pretty bad. Let me apply my pressure. If he is completely winning, I'm just a bit too lazy to calculate where's exactly the win. But at least bishop h3 doesn't really mess anything up. And dun. How do I continue? Maybe rook d3, rook e3? Does this make sense? Knight d8, I think this is just winning, right? Small tactics, knight e8, queen e7. I take on e6. Always can trade the queens if I have to. Yeah, that's it. Should be another victory. Let's include h4. Trade the queens, I don't mind it. And I think I should look for the fastest way to wrap up the game, which is probably some checkmate. Queen e7 is a massive threat. And that's a mate. There you go. All right. Yeah, like it was nothing super spectacular in this game, but some people like to play like this, and we basically transposed on one of the lines of the course. And I think you have to play takes, e5, c5, bishop e7, d takes, knight e4, bishop a3. Now that's the line that's in the course, exactly this one. And what he did, he played e5 immediately, and apparently here engine says c takes on d5 is the best move. And I saw that he can play here, takes. Oh wait, I just miscalculated that I can take the knight on d5. Oh my goodness, it's so ridiculous of me. Because I only saw that I can take it and I can take the knight on d5 because my rook is under attack. Okay, this was so ridiculous of me. So c takes on d5 just gives me extra material on the spot. But I played c5. I transposed basically the same idea where black is probably just fine. Yeah, bishop g4. He blundered the pawn. I think knight e6 was necessary. Knight e4, takes here. And of course, I should just play queen e5, try to hold on to the pawn. I simply missed it. He also didn't take it. And yeah, we somehow got to this position where I was just slowly but carefully improving my position until this small tactic happened with rook d8 and bishop e6. And you saw the rest. All right. Okay, let me answer one question from the chat. It looks so simple when GM plays a blitz and finds the tactics, and here you are still blundering pieces. Well, sorry, Reinhardt. Yeah. Again, the purpose of these speedruns, I'm showcasing why you should play the Scandinavian with black and why you should play the Reti opening with white. These are my last two chessable courses I have done. Also, the Leningrad Dutch is an older course, which I released 2 years ago. And in terms of the dynamics, I would say the Scandinavian is pretty much the same as Leningrad Dutch. Scandinavian, you play against e4. Leningrad Dutch, you play against d4. That's it. That's my honest opinion. Engine says it's about the same. Obviously, white is better, but there's always the dynamics that makes the lines exciting. All right, let's continue. Knight c6. Yeah, this is what I addressed in the update. This move was missing. And what was the move? I think I can play a million moves like c4. I think, okay, let's play c4. The Chigorin. A bishop before is also good. So this no longer is the Reti. It's something else. It's just a very easy game. Bishop g5, e3, where the black knight on c6 is misplaced. Some sort of a Caspet structure, whatever. Yeah, like rook c1. A lot of very easy moves. White's position is very harmonious. a3 typically is a good move to take away some b4 squares. Okay, I did not want to play b4, but he plays a5. Queen c2, bishop d3 looks a lot logical. Black is just worse. Quite significantly here. Am I planning future chessable courses? Yes. What is the topic? I don't know. Not yet. I do not know yet. But yeah, I think I will still write some courses. I am looking at the chat. It's just during the games, I am trying to focusing on the games, right? And after I finish the game, I'm having a peek what you're saying, guys, in the chat. All right, I have a very nice pressure here at the C file. The pawn on C7 is a bit pressured. Should castle, lovely position. Rook D1. No weaknesses in the position. All the black's pieces are pretty awkward, except of the bishop at f6 maybe. The question is, how do I progress? Okay, let's try to win a pawn. Pretty sure he's going to take with the knight. He's thinking. So if he takes with the knight, I'm winning the pawn on a5. That's the big idea. And if he does not, I will take on d7, play b5, bishop b5, and collect on c6. That's the big idea. So black's queenside is skirting. Big time. I'm playing somebody from Kenya. Not sure if I've ever played against somebody from Kenya. But I mean, literally, you can change any flags, put any flags you want. E5 is the right way, probably. But I think it's just a losing move. To see some counterplay, E4, Queen C2. I'm definitely not going to blunder the Queen. The Knight is pinned. I think Black already has to give away the exchange. Like Knight E5. Bishop takes on D7. Knight E7 maybe, I don't know. Like, there's nothing that Black can do here to save the game. Yeah, Reinhardt, I was very polite about it. I was super, super polite. About the Portuguese variation. Yeah. I read what you're saying, guys. Okay, what's the... Okay, let me play H3. Make a window. Not to bother anything. Not to blunder anything. Queen B7, Rook C8. Queen H5. Okay, probably the fastest one I can do is just push forward. Knight of 3, I think he's going to sacrifice the piece. This is what I would do. But it's not going to save him. Knight D3, okay, let's play D7. And just, I don't know, give up the exchange maybe. Simplify the position. Looks very clean. Black's only counterplay is the Knight on D3, now it's gone. There's no chance for him to save the game. Let me go forward. I'm not missing any back rank mates. The king always goes to H2. My king is safe. Check here. Queen D7, Queen D7. That's a pin. He cannot do this. He cannot win the pawn. And the game is over. So, let me very quickly recap the game. I think also here you can play bishop f4, e3, everything is good. You can play g3, bishop g2, and transpose to the Reti course, which is completely fine. But, like, this is one of the easiest setups you can do. It feels like this knight is completely misplayed for Black. It should be somewhere on d7. And, yeah, these are pretty common moves. I think that White typically plays in this position, and Black's position is just incredibly difficult to play. Yeah, like... I have a lot of easy moves. Knight e5 for force matters. Maybe he had to take with the bishop. I don't know, but then he has different kind of problems. And finally here I cash in, and his position is terrible. And yeah, it just gets really bad. All right. About the Scandi course, how long would I say someone should spend on the quick starter guide? 1 hour? 1.5 hour? I mean, that's the entire point of the quick starter. You learn the opening in 1.5 hour, and you start to play it, and then you study the full course. You shouldn't be studying the quick starter for 2 days. It's not the quick starter anymore. Like, that's why there are the chapters. Do I ever wonder if chess would be like if promotional costing didn't exist? No. I don't worry about such things. Why would I? I don't know. Do I recommend d takes on c4, rook b8, and knight c6 against the Catalan? Sure. Yeah, it's a good line. I think in the Catalan, any d takes on c4 lines, they're good. Any d takes on c4. There's like a million of them, and all of them are good, basically. All right, I have one more game. I have to get to 2000. So let's go. And it's going to be the Scandi. Perfect. With the Scandi, I'm going to make it to 2000 with Forrest Gump. My favorite movie, actor. Not actor, but favorite movie character. I think here I can play bishop g4. And play queen h5, which is a common trick. Because as you can see, white cannot make it with the bishop on e2. The diagonal is closed. This is also the kind of maneuver you have to remember. I mean, I can take it, but let's keep the pressure for a while. No need to rush. And now I take it. Because if he takes with the queen, I want a tempo. There you go. It's a free tempo. I mean, I'm just better. It's maybe not a big deal, but it's very pleasant. Maybe let's play long castle, put the knight on d5. Oh wait, knight g5, I was so careless. I actually missed knight g5, knight f7. The question is how I can get out of this. Maybe knight h5, yeah. It already feels to be necessary to stop knight g5. So I need to get the knight on d5 as quickly as possible. There you go, problem fixed. And again, I'm better because of his weakened pawn structure. All right, okay, let's protect the pawns, just in case. It's a lovely pawn structure. For the pure perfection, I need to play 6. King d7, bishop d6, straight off the active bishop. His weaknesses are there to stay. Okay, he is spotted that something is going on. I'm going to try another route. This is the idea. He's fighting. Okay. Can I win a pawn? That's obviously a threat. That's a threat. He can't meet it, and he just blunders. Okay. Oh, and he also blunders the bishop, which I did not see. That's it. F4. Take it. Put the king on the opposite square of his last square bishop, not to blunder anything. And it's time to simplify. Simplify, simplify, simplify. What's the fastest way to wrap this up? Simplify, simplify, simplify. Bishop f6 here, double the rooks on the second rank. Whatever, just include h6 so that I don't have to worry about things. That's a great knight on f4. It's an extra. Okay. Okay, how do I win this immediately? It's giving me a lot of checks, but it's not going to save him really here. Knight e2 check is the big idea. And that's a mate. All right. Oh, it's not a mate. I thought it's a mate. Bishop d2 would be king b2. All right. Thank you for the game. GG. Very quickly to recap the game. You have to remember this maneuver. Bishop g4, queen h5. That's why d3 with the bishop on c4, it's not optimal. I play queen h5 and I take with f3 whenever I want. Yeah, so here I basically waited for white to play queen e2. Now I took with f3 and I think he had to take with a pawn. Now I'm just winning a tempo. And I was a bit careless here because after the long castle, this was not a good move. I simply blundered that he can play knight g5. Knight g5, rook f8, and knight f7. Rook f7 and bishop e6. And this obviously I realized in seconds. So after knight g5, I think I'm actually still good. I can play knight h5. Knight h5, attack the bishop, take on g5, and I'm maybe slightly better, but it's already not so great anymore. And here I managed to normalize my position. I wanted to trade the docks with bishops, but he blundered on d3, and this is where the game finishes. All right. Okay. So we are officially 2000, which is a very good moment to stop this speedrun. But before I'm wrapping up the stream, there's a couple of things I want to say. The first thing, I have a new schedule. So if you like my content and you would like to watch my videos, now, starting from today, actually from tomorrow maybe, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, I have long form videos that will be published at 6 p.m. Central European Summertime. Or if you are from the Americas, Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. Right? Every single day. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Sundays, the same time. You will never ever miss me. I will always prepare something for you. And you might be asking what's going to happen on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Well, what do you think? It's shorts. I will make some shorts. Make it worth your while. And if you also want to make double sure you're not missing any updates of my videos, of my live streams, like I saw some couple of guys saying that they caught me for the first time going live, register to my Discord channel. The link is available on YouTube front page. There's a Discord link. Click on it, register, and you're going to automatically get updates whenever I have a new video, I'm going live, or there's a new short. It's really that simple. So this is the plan. The next bootcamp is coming on Sunday, this Sunday, at, again, 6 p.m. Central European Time. It's very easy. And the topic will be the pawn play. It is already available for early access for the members of this paid community. Like, if you are either a fan, supporter, or VIP, starting with the supporter and VIP level, you can immediately already view the bootcamp and also get your access to the PGN, the source file, which is the main reason why I think it's worth your while to get one of those membership levels. And finally, last but not least, guys, about 1 hour ago, I made a final recap from the Defeated Candidates tournament. Go check it out right now. Yeah, so I made a lot of recaps. Every single day I made a recap for the Candidates tournament. My mistake, what I did not do it immediately after the round was finished. I did it the next day when I had a fresh head, and immediately YouTube with algorithm slammed me to the ground. So I would really appreciate we check out at least the last video, because I input quite a bit of work. I analyzed all the games, most interesting games, interesting moments, and I'll be super, super grateful and thankful to you. That all of this being said, I'm wrapping up the stream right here. The plan for the future is I want to stream on Thursdays. It's not yet fully official. Please let me see how it's going to work in the upcoming weeks. I'll try to come live once a week. And I figured that Thursdays are probably the best days when I could do it. Potentially the time could be 6 p.m. Central European Summer Time. It's the same time again, right? So that you're not going to miss me. Again, if you're like totally concerned you're not going to miss any of my stream or videos, subscribe to the channel if you're not yet a subscriber and enable the notifications. It's definitely going to help you and it's going to help me. That being said, it was an absolute pleasure to have you here today. I definitely had a lot of fun. I'm totally starving right now because I had my lunch 7 hours ago. I'm totally out of food. I need to eat something. I need to drink something. So I hope you're going to do the same. And I'm wishing you, to all of you, to have a great day and a great evening. Take care.